everybody, Crumpy Monster here, spokesmonster for You Nerd It, We Have It, an online eBay store. Okay, so in the description there's a link to our store. You can check us out. Check it. All right. Okay, so today on this Crumptastic toy review, we're gonna talk about this Mattel 2022 He-Man action figure. He's a re-release of the stuff that I used to play with back in the 80s when I was a crumplin'. All right, we're gonna talk about this now. Honestly, look at it. Okay, so yeah. This thing is trashed, y'all. It's all there, but it's trashed. This box is trashed. I actually had to put it back together in order to tear it apart. That's what I had to do. It looks rough. It is rough, moldy, wet, apparently, or whatever. But the toy's still great. So here's the front of the box. Here's the He-Mans. This is the He-Mans, that master of the universe. All right, so here's the front. Take a good look as from what you can of this trashed up box. All right. All right. So now I'm going to flip it around and we'll see the back of this trashed up box. So here is the back of this trashed up box. Okay, so this is 40 years of He-Man and his swords. He-Man swords. Okay, so it shows the other characters. It shows his, mighty farty posing actions. He's got more articulations than the ones when we were young. All right, so pretty cool. Okay, but still trashed up, moldy, nasty. But we're going to get into this box. I don't think it's going to be that hard. Well, harder than what I thought. Must have been good tape. Okay, you give me a minute. You give me a second to get into this box. Cause you ain't got nothing better to do. It's time for a Crumpy toy review. Yeah. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. By the powers of the Gray Skulls, I have swords! All right, everybody, we got them out of the package. That nasty, nasty package. Okay, so it came with some other things. It came, so look at this. Look at this. It came with this. All right, this is the removable pieces, everybody. Okay, you can remove his head, his arms, his hands, his feet, and you could change out his panties. But they didn't have any other things. I guess you could do that with other people, but you know, who cares? All right, and you know what else it came with? You know what? It came with this comic book. But I can't read this comic book because it's so molded and wet and put together. I wonder, it's something about Pighead. Who's Pighead? I don't even remember Pighead. But I can't read this thing because it's trashed. All right, but we're going to talk about this guy. He's got so many points of articulation. I loved He-Man. I still love He-Man. He-Man's great. Okay, so he came with a sword, but this is the sword off of like the 2007 remake that they did, and which didn't take off, but I thought it was awesome. And anyways, I don't know why, but okay, so this is not the traditional sword. He's in his little chest thingy, his things that hold up his boobies. That thing there, that's brown. Normally it's like silver. They changed it that way. His axe that he comes with, his battle axe, doesn't look like the original. I think his shield's kind of on par, but and the sculpt's pretty good. But so he's not like exactly based off of the traditional He-Mans, or else he would have had his regular swords like we talked about in the other one with the flying fists. He-Man, he had right swords, but not this one. This one has that other sword from like 2007, kind of a remake, which it had his other sword. But okay, so yeah, we gotta love this. Okay, I love this. You love this. All right, so let's just pose him up a little different. Actually, you know what? This is the front of him. He's got all these points of articulation. We won't pose him up yet different. We're gonna pose him a little bit because we're gonna flip him around. We're gonna talk about the back of him. Yeah. Okay, everybody. All right, so this is the back of the He-Mans. This is the back of the He-Mans. He's got unlike the ones that I grew up with, he's got a place for his sword. And, Okay, so, yeah, so this has got more articulations, different sculpt. Mattel did really, really well. I still like the He-Mans. I like this toy. I'm going to keep him for my collection. All right, because, okay, so, all right, so, yeah, he's probably about 5'6" inches tall. All those points of articulations. Now, the ones I grew up with, the arms just kind of moved up and down. The legs were on these like rubber band things, so they moved a little bit, and he had a twist and turn, action, punch, waist, nah, nah, nah. All right. Okay. Not this guy, but it's okay because, he's, posable. That's cool. Awesome sculpt. Like I said, he's not exactly the one that, but very close. Just kind of a different rendition. And I am down with that. You better be down with that. If you're not down with that, you're not down with the Crumpy. All right. Well, we're going to flip him back around. Not that you've seen of his backside. See that backside? See his little furry bottom? All right, okay, let's just flip him around and we'll talk about him some more. Let me get to flipping. Good thing he had a shield. Yeah. Yes. 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 And now you see why he is the master of the universe. It's because he's a big buff guy in furry panties, y'all. All right, that's what they gave us in the 80s as our heroes. Okay, so He-Man came out as a toy line from Mattel in 1981. All right, so he's very, very popular. Very, very popular toy. Everyone's got to get them, and we had to have them, and I had to have this one because I had to have those back then. All right, so came out in 1981, and then later became a 1983 cartoon, which helped vamp. It only lasted about 2 seasons. And he was created by, designed by Mark Taylor, and helped furthermore by Roger Sweet, and that's the histories of the He-Man. Now Prince Adam, on his 16th birthday, wound up with the swords to harness the power of Grayskull, and from the powers of Grayskull, he has the power, and he becomes from a kid to a big buff barbarian guy in a future barbarianistic world, medieval world thing. But it was really, really cool. We really dug it. And at the end of it, you always learned a lesson. Something, it's like, yeah, blah, 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 but blah, 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 blah. And yeah, okay. So, I love this toy. You better love this toy. If you don't love this toy, then now there's something wrong with you. I'm going to have to say. I'm going to say it again. There's something wrong with you if you don't love this toy. I love this toy. Gotta love this toy. He-Man was great. I don't know about the Revelation stuff. I've heard not really that great stuff about it, so I haven't even watched it. Kevin Smith. But anyway, that's another rant. Another rant about other things for another time. We're talking about toys. We're talking about this toy. We're talking about this toy right here. I love this toy right here. You better love this toy right here. And I'm done talking about that toy. I know you've been done listening to me about 5 minutes ago, y'all, so I'm gonna go. Bye. It is rough, moldy, wet.